the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio king.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just like that. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Under 20. Under 10, 10, 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, 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 hey. Middle, middle, middle. Hey, Delta. Check, check.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Motion out of backfield. Motion out. Hey, Haywood. 53.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
53. Lady. 53. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Undercut. 32. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try it wrong. This is Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second and goal, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now it's Stafford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And Justin Coleman brings him down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check back for 57. Here we go, D. Hey, Zoo. Here I come again. 40's Mike. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now Johnson, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Slam. Man 5-7. Hey, seam 6.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. With a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the boot.
first and 10. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that can spark a big burst right here.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Other side, solid. Sunday. Mike's 40. Hey, Charlie.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Mike. 120. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 46 down, marathon 4.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Flushed it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Eagles 14, Lions nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 22. Watch the edge. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Rush in. Hey, wahoo! Smooth.
Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Lions take over.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Ready, 250. Check, walk 54, walk, real right, 22, 50, go.
Faking the give to Johnson, now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
We got 3 blue ball, 59. Check 13. Hey, echo. Switch it.
Play action. Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
22! Check it, easy! Omaha, remove! Hey, box truck!
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And Latimer's got it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll get only a couple down to 44. From the 44, Stafford under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Jones has it. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
22! 2 jet bombers. Joker.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this is Latimer, complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards. They convert on fourth.
It's a gain of 20. And the Lions first down.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Two-jet. Hey, Orbit. I'm coming after you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's go. You got nothing there. Shorty. Check. Crouch. 51 the mic, boy. General West. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
11. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And an alley to run. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, He had 0. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Second down and goal. Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Six, pull it high. Zebra. 59. 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Again, it's Stafford. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They snap it to Stafford. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 17-14.
Next to score, Lions 17, Eagles 14.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Sunday.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Sunday.
51, Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Hey, shoot.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Prater on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 24, Eagles 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. A spin.
even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Monday.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he... goes down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Stafford going to throw it. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe